Even though driving a stick-shift car isn't as common these days, some people still like the rush of operating one. But occasionally, the clutch pedal can stiffen up and make the ride less enjoyable. Let's take a look at the most common reasons why a clutch pedal is stiff. It's the Car Problems YouTube channel. Subscribe and let's get started. Bad cross shaft. The cross shaft is a lever located inside the transmission. Its function is to transmit the pressure applied to the clutch release bearing from the clutch pedal. The clutch is released by doing this. There may be difficulties applying pressure to the pedal when the cross shaft fails. Additionally, it may impair the transmission's overall performance. Clutch needs adjustment. If the clutch pedal becomes unresponsive, a minor adjustment might be necessary. It's easy for the clutch to go out of specification, which makes it feel stiffer than usual. Sometimes, even with the pedal at its highest position, the clutch disengages completely or partially. Prior to engaging in more complex troubleshooting, make sure the adjustment is working. Every time you replace the clutch master cylinder or the clutch itself, you should also adjust the pedal. If your clutch system is hydraulic, this step is not very helpful. Bad pivot ball. The clutch pedal is intended to operate smoothly thanks to the pivot ball. The pivot ball keeps the pedal perfectly in motion when you press it down. The pivot ball may wear out or sustain damage over time. You'll notice that the stiffer pedal requires more effort to push down when this occurs. Worn linkage. The clutch is made possible by the mechanical and hydraulic parts that make up the clutch linkage. There are other different rods and arms in the linkage. The force generated by the pedal is multiplied by the linkage. It gives the pressure plate the requisite strength. To disengage the clutch without the linkage, you would have to apply a lot more pedal pressure. Worn clutch cable. The clutch cable in the car connects the pedal to the linkage, unless the clutch is hydraulic. The clutch is disengaged by pulling the linkage with the pedal depressed. Gear changes are safe because the clutch is not engaged. Nevertheless, you will need to exert more force to get this clutch cable to function if it gets worn out or stretched. Defective clutch cylinders. When you press the pedal, the clutch slave cylinder and clutch master cylinder cooperate to disengage the clutch. The clutch slave cylinder extends a rod to press into the lever or fork and disengage the clutch when pressure from the master cylinder is applied. If one of these breaks down, shifting gears may become difficult. Still, a stiff pedal is usually the first indication of a malfunction. Locked hydraulic hose. One flexible part of a hydraulic system is the clutch hose. When the pedal is depressed, the fluid and pressure are transported by this hose. It can flex in various directions because it isn't a rigid line. This flexibility can sometimes work against it, particularly if other components pinch it. Additionally, there's a chance that it will get blocked. The feel of the pedal may change, whether it's pinched or blocked. Defective clutch pressure plate. To control engagement and disengagement, the clutch plate collaborates with the flywheel and clutch disc. Accurate gear shifting and maintaining speed are prerequisites. But over the miles, the pressure plate experiences a great deal of pressure and friction. It wears down with time, which can cause shifting issues, a shaky sensation, and pedal issues. How to fix. Some of the causes listed above demonstrate that there are a few free fixes. Making sure nothing is preventing you from pushing down on the pedal would be the first thing to do. In addition, you can manually adjust the pedal to ensure that it is functioning within specifications. These are the two simplest fixes that can be found. It can become a challenging task to replace the pivot ball or clutch cross shaft. An amateur should not attempt either of these tasks as it may result in additional issues. With the correct tools and a little more time, you could be able to replace the clutch cable or linkage on your own. The kind of car you drive will determine how much it will cost to replace any clutch components. Having said that, you should budget between $200 and $250 for a new clutch cable. The part should cost you between $120 to $150, and labor cost for this job should be between $80 to $100. For the clutch pedal to become less stiff, it is frequently necessary to replace the pressure plate, pivot ball, or cross shaft. It is often necessary to remove the entire gearbox in order to access these for replacement. Repairs for this will frequently cost more than $2,000. Within the gearbox housing are a few slave hydraulic clutch cylinders. As soon as you begin to experience problems with the clutch pedal, you should have a qualified mechanic look over your car. After all, you don't want to be stuck without a safe way to shift gears. Hope the information was helpful for you. If so, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel.